Hifonics amplifiers are known for providing high power for booming systems, and their Brutus Gamma series of amplifiers helps live up to that name. The Hifonics BG-1600.4 is a Super AB Class 4-channel amplifier and will cost you $300. Hifonics rates this amplifier 200 watts RMS by 4 channels at 4 ohms, 400 watts RMS by 4 channels at 2 ohms, and 800 watts RMS bridged by 2 channels at 2 ohms. We're super curious to see if we'll get those numbers ourselves, so stay tuned in a few minutes for our power testing. Inside the box is an instruction manual and wiring guide, stickers, hardware, and 4-channel amplifier. Since it's a 4-channel amplifier, it will not feature a remote bass control like a monoblock would. I'm a huge fan of the design of this amplifier. It's sturdy as hell and clearly has solid build quality. Plus the blue LED illumination beneath the logo on the chassis, as well as along the terminals and adjustment sides of the amplifier, is so freaking cool. It looks great in low light. Dimensions of this Hifonics include 16 3/4 inches in length, 8 1/4 inches in width, and 2.5 inches in height. The Brutus features Pro-Fi output device technology, an onboard electronic crossover, and aluminum heatsink. Power Acoustik packed the BG-1600.4 with plenty of adjustments for both sets of channels, including high-pass filter, low-pass filter, bass EQ, and gain control. There's also a 2-channel to 4-channel mode switch. The Brutus has 4 RCA inputs, one for each channel to connect to your signal source. There are multiple ways to connect to your signal source. Your aftermarket head unit will connect to the RCA inputs using RCA preamp outputs on your aftermarket head units. Those with factory head units simply use a line output converter and the speaker level outputs on your head unit's harness. The high temperature impact resistant nickel plated connectors allow for secure termination of wire and prevent erosion. For your main connections, we recommend using 4-gauge power and ground wire. Be sure to check out our amplifier installation kits online at qualitymobilevideo.com. The amplifier also features a built-in 100 amp fuse. Okay, let's test this Brutus out. The first test we ran was 2 channels driven, 2 ohms, 40 hertz, 13.1 volts. Our audio precision will generate our signal and measure distortion. Our HP A903B audio analyzer picked up 232 watts RMS of continuous power, 0.9% distortion, and 21.3 volts of output. We can swap between channels. Our AMM1 read 209 watts RMS of continuous power and redrew 51 amps of current. Going to 1 kHz, our HP picked up 239 watts RMS of continuous power, 1.2% distortion, and 21.6 volts of output. Channel swap. The AMM1 read 190 watts RMS of continuous power and redrew 50.19 amps of current. Next, we went down to 40 Hz, 4 ohms. Our HP picked up 146 watts RMS of continuous power, 0.99% distortion, and 24 volts of output. Channel swap. Our AMM1 read 129 watts RMS of continuous power and redrew 29.17 amps of current. 40 Hz, 4 ohms. Our HP picked up 149.3 watts RMS, 0.9% distortion, and 24.2 volts of output. Channel swap. Our AMM1 read 118 watts RMS of continuous power and redrew 18.73 amps of current. Our final test was on frequency response. We used our audio precision to run up each frequency. Although the Brutus fell short of its rated specs, it still pumped out a ton of power for being a 4-channel amplifier. Almost 250 watts RMS of continuous power per channel at 2 ohms is pretty solid, and will definitely be able to handle some high power speakers or subs. Be sure to go to qualitymobilevideo.com to get all of your car audio and video gear with us today. Links for everything in the bio below. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and thanks for watching.